Welcome to Vcare Technical Institute.
For decades, telephone networks operated on a simple, undeniable physical reality. A call required a continuous, dedicated copper path, physically patched together to link two endpoints for the entire duration of a conversation. This circuit switching architecture demanded massive, localized infrastructure. Every line required dedicated switchboard space, hardware relays, and wiring that could only do one thing: carry analog voice. Today, that specialized infrastructure is obsolete. The central office has been replaced by the data center, and voice communication no longer relies on its own independent physical grid. Instead, we use Voice over Internet Protocol, or VoIP. Rather than locking down a dedicated circuit like traditional POTS or ISDN lines, VoIP treats human speech as a standard data payload, sending it across the same networks we use for email and web traffic. The private branch exchange, the PBX, has evolved accordingly. The proprietary wall-mounted hardware boxes that used to route internal company calls are gone. The modern PBX is a virtualized software instance running on standard network servers. Even the cables in the office walls have changed. Proprietary two-wire telephone lines have been stripped out and replaced by standard Cat6 Ethernet plugged into universal network switches. This shift enables network convergence. A single IP infrastructure now handles data, video, and voice traffic simultaneously. Because voice is now simply an application layer data payload, the discipline of telephony engineering has effectively become network engineering. Legacy circuit switching fails at modern enterprise scale because of extreme inefficiency. A dedicated analog line locks up 100% of its bandwidth for a single call, even during the natural pauses and long moments of silence in a normal conversation. Continuous analog voice is sampled and sliced into discrete digital blocks. These undergo packetization, wrapped inside standard IP headers using UDP. These packets scatter through a mesh network, routing independently before being reassembled into a continuous audio stream. Standard data transmission prioritizes accuracy, but real-time media prioritizes speed. This requires a highly specific protocol stack. For voice traffic, we rely on the User Datagram Protocol, or UDP. We avoid TCP because its connection-oriented retransmission checks introduce heavy latency, which real-time communication cannot tolerate. The ultimate trade-off in VoIP engineering is this: a dropped packet that causes a minor audio artifact is vastly preferred over a delayed packet that disrupts the rhythm of human conversation. Managing this asynchronous, best-effort packet delivery system forms the central engineering challenge for all modern PBX deployments. The computational engine managing this delivery is the codec, short for coder-decoder. It compresses the outgoing voice transmission and uncompresses it upon arrival. Network administrators must explicitly define and prioritize these codecs. They move them from an available pool to a selected list. Standard uncompressed codecs like G711 require a baseline bandwidth of 64 kilobits per second. G711 provides high-fidelity audio without heavy processing overhead, making it ideal for local networks. However, high-compression codecs like G729 or GSM operate with a significantly smaller footprint, demanding only a fraction of that capacity. These highly compressed protocols are essential when routing calls over the public internet, where every kilobit of throughput matters. Network engineers rely heavily on these high-compression codecs when configuring external SIP trunks, deliberately minimizing wide-area network bandwidth costs. Codec selection is a deliberate, engineered trade-off, balancing the need for clear audio fidelity against the hard constraints of your available network capacity. Stepping back from the packet level, a functional VoIP ecosystem is built from a specific set of physical and software nodes. At the center sits the IP PBX server. This core intelligence serves as the central call processing agent for the local environment. Connected to this are the endpoints, including hardware SIP phones on desks and soft phones running on user laptops. To interface with older systems, the network requires a hardware gateway. An FXS gateway connects legacy analog endpoints to the IP network. Conversely, an FXO gateway connects the modern IP PBX outward to legacy carrier lines. A modern enterprise PBX environment is rarely pure IP. It operates as a hybrid architecture, smoothly blending standard data endpoints with legacy telecommunication gateways. Tracking a call from the local LAN through the routing gateway and out via SIP trunking to the WAN reveals the structural fragility of this system. Because IP networks offer best effort delivery by default, competing data traffic is an immediate threat. When voice competes with large file transfers, the result is jitter and packet loss. If thousands of real-time voice packets hit a congested bottleneck at the exact same moment as a massive database sync, the audio is destroyed. The engineering solution to control this congestion is quality of service, or QoS. QoS manipulates the type of service byte within the IP header to explicitly prioritize VoIP packets above standard data traffic. When a network switch reads that high priority tag, it allows the time-sensitive voice packets to bypass the heavy data payload, ensuring smooth delivery. To complement QoS, enterprise environments implement voice VLANs, virtual local area networks. This is a mandatory segmentation strategy to physically separate voice and data traffic at the switch level. Within the PBX settings, administrators explicitly define these virtual networks for both WAN and LAN ports. Assigning distinct IP address and netmask fields to different VLAN IDs isolates the traffic into logically separated spaces. Without the rigorous application of strict QoS tags and VLAN isolation, sensitive enterprise SIP traffic simply cannot survive the hostility of standard network congestion. Pulling back from local switch configurations, we can view the entire macro architecture of a distributed enterprise WAN in motion. A SIP session originates from a remote softphone. It traces through a secure VPN tunnel over the internet to reach the central corporate PBX. The PBX processes the session and routes the call out through a SIP trunk into the public telephone network. The modern IP PBX is effectively an orchestrator of data sessions. It relies entirely on a carefully engineered foundation of packet switching and QoS priorities. By decoupling the call logic from specialized proprietary physical hardware, we have gained the ability to support massive global organizations using a single virtualized server, though we inherit all the latency challenges of the network. Now that the underlying network path is established, the next phase is logic. We have to configure the dial plans, define the external SIP trunks, and set the inbound routing roles. Because in the modern era, mastering voice communications means mastering the network itself.
Keep learning with Vcare Institute.